Hi, in the video so far I have loaded handgun ammunition. I do load rifle ammo as well, but that's mostly 223 and 308 for practical shooting, and that falls beyond the scope of this channel. I have, however, one or two rifles that qualify for vintage and for which I reload. And here is one of them. A Mosin-Nagant model 1891, the so-called three-line rifle. Line in this context is an old unit of length. 3 lines equal to 0.30 inches or 7.62 millimeters. This individual was made in 1899 at the Imperial Arsenal of Tula, or Imperatorский Тульский оружейный завод in Russian. This was one of the very many such rifles that were left behind by the Russian troops as they were pulled out of Finland in 1917. It served subsequently in the Finnish Civil War in 1918, but didn't see too much action. Fortunately, from our point of view. It has not been fired too often, and the metal parts, including the barrel, are in very good shape. There is some damage to the wooden furniture. The rifle is of course chambered in a 7.62 by 54R caliber. Note that the letter R does not stand for Russian, as is sometimes assumed. It means rimmed, because the cartridge is rimmed. Factory ammunition is widely available, but it tends to be rather expensive unless you want to shoot some Russian surplus garbage. I have to admit that I cannot teach you much that you don't already know about reloading this ammunition. I am mainly doing this video because, you know, I am using a 2-die set by RCBS. In terms of quality, it is just as excellent as all RCBS dies are. The set includes a resizing depriming die and a seating/crimping die. I also have Dillon's own conversion kit, which contains the shell plate, the locator buttons, and the funnel for the charging die. Now, the charging mechanism in Dillon's press is excellent if you load large quantities in one caliber. It takes, however, some time and effort to readjust when you change the caliber. Therefore, I have decided to spare myself the trouble and use Lee's separate powder dispenser. It looks and feels like a cheap plastic piece of crap. Well, it is cheap and plastic, but it works and is accurate and consistent. I understand there is also a deluxe version that is made of glass and metal and costs 2 or 3 times as much. As to the components, I use Vihtavuori N150 powder, 200 grain full metal jacket ballistic tip bullets by Lapua, CCI large rifle primers, and spent cellular bellow cases. I will try 2 loads. One with 40.2 grains of powder, which is close to the suggested maximum in the Vihtavuori reload manual, and another with 37 grains, which is close to the minimum load. The cartridge overall length should be 76 millimeters.